Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speaking from the Heart. Now, I'm so glad that you have joined us today. And for those who are joining us for the first time, a very warm welcome. And for those returning, welcome back. Now, this series is about more than just life's basics. It's about exploring what lies beneath, the deeper feelings and insights that drive us forward and make us whole. Every Wednesday, we explore strategies and productivity from the mind perspective. And on Fridays, we discuss everything about affiliate marketing. But today, we're speaking from the heart. Hi, I'm Richard Fontanie, and in this episode, we'll explore the big question. What is our purpose, and how can we live it fully? Now, you know, purpose isn't just about our jobs and titles or the tasks that we complete. It's about who we are and what gives our lives meaning and what brings light to our journey. Purpose guides us forward, especially when the road gets tough. And today, let's talk about how we can discover it, live with intention, apply it daily in our work, in our personal lives, and how we can show up for others. First, let's explore purpose as a way of life. Purpose is something each of us has, but purpose isn't necessarily something grand or elusive. When we tap into it, it's like the pieces of our lives begin to make more sense. It connects with the parts of us that can get lost in the day-to-day hustle and bringing us back to what truly matters. And purpose isn't simply ambition or goals. It's the drive that shows up in our everyday actions, guiding how we live and grow. Now, living with purpose brings meaning and direction to life, making it feel fulfilling and aligning. It makes us resilient, giving us a reason to keep going when the challenges get tough. It's a compass that provides direction. And while it doesn't prevent the storms, it does help us navigate them with more clarity and courage. And what's interesting is that living with purpose isn't just about a personal growth journey. It has a ripple effect, influencing those around us, including those in business and in work. Purpose creates depth in these areas, infusing our actions with intention and meaning. Imagine waking up every day and going to work feeling that what you do truly matters. That sense of purpose brings clarity and commitment, and strengthening your ability to overcome challenges. And when we ask ourselves, what qualities drive our purpose? We begin to recognize values like compassion, justice, forgiveness, and love. Now, these guiding stars bring purpose to life, reminding us that what we're truly here for. So purpose isn't about adding more to our to-do list or moving through life with a sense uh, of distraction. It really is what drives us and what links us to our values. How do we actually live a purposeful life? Well, living with purpose is often easier said than done. It's easy to think that purpose is only for grand missions or high-profile careers or people with a major goal. But purpose doesn't have to be something we chase. It can be something we live in each small moment. how we interact, how we show up, how we support others. It's the difference between doing a job and making an impact. Now, thirdly, let's link gospel principles and universal values together. Leading a meaningful life often comes down to timeless values that resonate universally. Values like compassion and forgiveness, justice and love are shared across all cultures, religions, and philosophies. Now, these values transcend any single belief and system and connect to the deepest parts of our humanity. Consider them as a thread that weave us together, reminding us that while our beliefs or backgrounds may differ, our core values often overlap, uniting us. These universal values are timeless. They resonate with us because they are fundamental to human experience. But if we look at these values through the lens of gospel teachings, they take a deeply personal dimension. Through the life of Jesus, we see compassion not as an abstract ideal, but as an action. Jesus reached out, embraced the sick, and forgave those who betrayed them. He lived out these values as tangible, everyday practices. Gospel teachings help us see that compassion, love, and forgiveness aren't just concepts. They are lived experiences that transform lives and guide our hearts. Now, living with purpose can often feel abstract, but Jesus' example makes it clear. These values are our guiding principles, practical and real. The intertwining of gospel principles with universal values shows us that we can create a life that's not only meaningful, but transformative. Jesus' journey was one of empathy, service, and humility. He embodied purpose in a way that was genuine, persistent, and grounded in love. His life reminds us that purpose is about who we are and how we choose to live. It's about showing up each day with kindness, resilience, and an open heart. And when we take even the smallest steps to live like this, we choose a life rich in meaning and deeply connected to others. And fourthly, we will face challenges on our spiritual journey. And of course, anyone on a spiritual journey knows that living these values consistently isn't easy. Life has a way of testing us, of pulling us back into old habits and reactions. And there will always be moments when it feels challenging to act from a place of compassion or forgiveness. And sometimes the demands of life make it so hard that we lose focus on those guiding values. But here's the beauty of the spiritual journey, folks. It isn't about never stumbling. It's about returning to our center each time we do. The journey is one of resilience, and the goal is to avoid mistakes, but to keep moving forward, to persevere, and realign ourselves with our purpose. When life challenges us, we can remember Jesus' example, his patience, his forgiveness, and his unwavering commitment to love. And every time we return to these values, we strengthen our foundation and build a life that reflects the best of who we are. Now, here are a couple of examples of people living a purposeful life. The first one is about how it manifests in the workplace. Now, I know a manager, and we'll call her Jean for confidential reasons, who works in the healthcare field and leads with compassion and integrity. She doesn't just speak about her values, she embodies them. Her decision stems from genuine care for her team and the residents she serves. Her purpose is to make a positive impact, which is evident in how she leads. And this purpose isn't just a nice to have, it motivates her. It motivates her team and inspires loyalty and a sense of mission. Purpose-driven leadership or more servant-driven leadership can create a ripple effect, encouraging others to live purposefully. Imagine the difference we could make if we all showed up to work with that same level of care and compassion. Now, here's another story. I know someone, and this time we'll call him Sam, who decided his purpose was to embody forgiveness. He made it his daily practice, not just a one-time decision, but a way of life. Whenever a misunderstanding arose, he paused, he breathed, and chose forgiveness. He always said, I love you, and I forgive you. Now, his purpose helped him approach others with kindness, free from any type of resentment. And over time, people around him could feel his warmth and acceptance. And his purpose impacted not only his life, but also everyone he encountered. Universal values like compassion, justice, and forgiveness guide us. But gospel teachings give us something more. And they offer us an example, a living blueprint. And that example is Jesus, someone who didn't just teach these values, but lived them in every moment. And when we center ourselves on spirituality, we're not just learning about these principles, but also looking to someone who demonstrated how to embody them daily. Jesus lived what he taught, and that's the difference. So I leave you with 3 actions you can take to live purpose more fully. Number 1, take a few moments to reflect on your purpose. Ask yourself, what qualities do I want to embody? And write them down, 1 or 2 words that resonate with you, like compassion, love, or justice. And keep those words as daily reminders. Number 2, look for small ways to live that purpose. Maybe it's a kind word or helping someone in need. Notice how it feels to act from a place of purpose. And number 3, when you're faced with a challenge, use it as an opportunity to realign with your purpose. Now, thank you for joining me today. I hope this episode helped you center your thoughts on purpose and how spirituality can guide you in creating a life that aligns with your deeper values. Now, if this episode resonated with you, please subscribe, share it with a friend who might need it, and stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll discuss resilience and faith. And in that regard, resilience refers to the ability to bounce back from adversity, and faith refers to the foundation for trust and the courage to let go. Until then, take care and remember, the life you want to live is already within you. It just needs your commitment to purpose and action. I'm Richard Fontanie, signing off for now. See you next week, if not before. And bye now.